Right, happy days. Chelsea make it a third win on the bounce, making it through to the fourth round of the FA Cup after beating Preston 4-0 at Stamford Bridge, as yours truly predicted they would. But before we get into it, people, you are tuned in to the Joey Knight podcast. If you are new around here, at the end of the video, if you like the content and you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Also, do me a massive favour, smash that like button now. It helps me get the videos out there more than you could possibly imagine. Let's get into it. Right, so you can see on screen now the team that Mauricio Pochettino went with. Now, I'm pretty sure Mauricio Pochettino is a big fan of the channel because I said that we wanted to start for Alfie Gilchrist here, and he did start Alfie Gilchrist. He didn't start him exactly where I thought he was going to be. The thing with Chelsea teams at the minute, right, is whenever we put out a lineup, live score or Sky Bet, they just try and piece the puzzle together as to where they think these players are going to play, and then most of the time, they don't really play there, you know. Start of the season, we were looking and thinking, oh, Levi Colwell's going to be a left centre-back, then he was a left-back, and it's all over the gaff. So when I saw Gilchrist's name, and I saw the defence in general, I thought we were going to go Malo Gusto right-back. I thought Gilchrist and Disasi would be the centre-back pairing, and then Colwell out in the left-back slot, where we usually see him. But Mauricio Pochettino is the modern-day Tinkerman. We used to call Claudio Ranieri the Tinkerman, you know, but Mauricio Pochettino is a Tinkerman because he ended up sticking Gusto left-back. He put Colwell in the left centre-back slot paired with Disasi, and Gilchrist went right back. And I don't really know enough of Alfie Gilchrist to know whether this is a good position for him, a bad position, but he had a good showing today. We saw Caicedo link up with Enzo in the midfield. Cole Palmer came back into the 10. Sterling came back into the team. Brower through the middle, who we will talk about, and then Mudryk over on the other side. And I've got to be honest, Chelsea were pretty dominant in this game from start to finish. The chances started to open up around the 15-minute mark. The ball's cut out by, I think, Cole Palmer. He puts it onto Sterling. Sterling back to Palmer, Palmer back to Sterling, and then the shot is blocked. 20 minutes into the game, we have our first shot on target. Raheem Sterling draws a save from the Preston goalkeeper, goes out for a corner. Moments later, we see a lovely ball chipped over the top from Enzo Fernandez, who is having a very decent start to the game, by the way. He finds Palmer, who I think is pretty tempted to round the keeper in that cool, calm and collective fashion once again. But this time, he opts for the little dink over the keeper. He does get it over the keeper, but he gets it just round the wrong side of the post, misses the target. Half time, we go in drawing 0-0. We add to our record, having never gone in at half time so far under Mauricio Pochettino, trailing in a game. But at half-time, I am sort of looking at things and I'm thinking, okay, you've been pretty dominant. You've had a lot of possession, but I still want to see more from you, you know, because I've seen Chelsea in matches like the Brentford game, like the West Ham game, where we have been pretty dominant, have had a lot of possession, still haven't fucking won the thing. So we need to be putting away the chances when we get them. And when the second half started, we just had a crazy 10 minutes, didn't we? 58 minutes in, Malo Gusto, the makeshift left-back, picks up a ball. I think it was Mudryk that ended up winning it back deep in the Preston half. Malo Gusto hits the in-swinger, and Amanda Broha shows the perfect positioning, awareness of a number 9, what a number 9 needs. Deft flick, on with the header. See that? Like that. On with the header, straight in to, I wanted to say the bottom corner. It wasn't really bottom corner, but I tell you what, the keeper was in no man's land for it. Brower, very good goal. Showed natural striker's instinct, and that is something that I've been really wanting to see from him. So, Brower's definitely staked a claim to have more minutes in that number 9 spot, especially while Nico Jackson's away at the African Cup of Nations, you know. And they're like buses, aren't they, goals? They all fucking come at once, because once the floodgates opened, it was just onwards and upwards from there. I'll tell you what was funny though, within minutes, almost a carbon copy of that goal. This time it's Mudryk. He cuts in swinger. Brower with the exact same header, more or less, just a little bit closer to goal this time, ends up hitting the top of the crossbar. But the warning signs are very much there for Preston at this point. Now, shortly after this, standing ovation for Alfie Gilchrist, who comes off after making his senior competitive full debut. The man to replace him, our most experienced defender, our man at the back, Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva did not waste long, you know. Thiago Silva gets stuck straight right in, not defensively. Ball comes in from a corner. Thiago Silva makes a quick run in towards the front post and gets ahead to it. And the keeper actually got a hand, maybe even two hands to this, but it didn't really matter. You weren't keeping it out. Thiago Silva, bullet header, in to make it 2-0. And within 10 minutes of scoring our first goal, we convert a third. We win a free kick just on the edge of the area. Raheem Sterling stepping up to take it. I'm looking back and thinking, okay, could this be a bit like the Newcastle one, or could it be like other disappointing free kicks I've seen from Raheem Sterling? But Raheem Sterling nets his 7th goal of the season, his 2nd free kick of the season, and what a free kick it was, by the way. That is a really hard angle to score a free kick from, because it's almost too close to the goal. It's that close that it's going to be very hard to get it up over the wall, but down in under the crossbar. But Raheem Sterling didn't read the script. He got it over the wall, and you could definitely say Raheem Sterling's free kicks have levelled up a lot this season, because that's the 2nd he's put in. He's had a few good ones. Who was it? Was it against Bournemouth? We hit the bar. Raheem Sterling hit the bar from a free kick. Sterling was looking good, man, and especially at a time where obviously he has come out of the team a little bit. He staked a real claim to being back in there, especially for the next match against Middlesbrough. And then with what seems like the next attack, a Brower's put through on goal. He rounds the goalkeeper, takes it onto his left and weaker foot, puts it towards goal, and it's sort of cleared. I say off the line, it wasn't on the line, but you know what I mean. If it hadn't have been cleared where it was cleared, it was going in. Amanda Broher unlucky to not get a 2nd goal, and a really good showing from Amanda Broher. We will talk about players individually. 85th minute, Chelsea make it 4. The ball's a bit of a scramble in the box. It breaks free. Enzo puts it in to an empty net. VAR initially ruled it out, I think, or the liner rules it out. VAR end up giving it. Happy days. Enzo gets on the goal sheet, and it's a goal that his performance deserved, in my opinion. So look, we knew that we should be beating Preston. I think we're at that point of the season now where, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there'll still be more excuses at some point or another, but we're sort of out of the stage of the excuse making, and we're in that stage now where we do truly believe that we've got to be going and winning these matches now. And I do think that we're starting to show a little bit more character in our games recently. We're starting to show a trend that we can play nowhere near probably as well as we've played in games we've lost, to be honest, but still managed to get over the line and get the results. Against Palace, we got over the line. Against Luton, we got over the line by hook or by crook. And then now again today, we've got over the line. I wouldn't even say over the line. We won in dominant fashion, dispatching of a decent championship side, 4-0, and next we'll be facing another decent championship side in Middlesbrough, and that is going to be our most important game of the season. So to go in off the back of 3 wins and off the back of playing someone in their league, in and around where they are, I don't really know where they are in a championship, to be honest. I need to have another look. I know Cassaday's been smashing it for Leicester. He had a good game today, didn't he? Cesar Cassaday, he's the future, man. I'm high on him. But yeah, we're going in good form now, and that's all I can really ask, is that we start to pick up bits and pieces of forms. I think this was a side in transition, but when we do see a proven number 9 come in there, then I think that this side could go from strength to strength. Obviously, off the bench, I spoke about Thiago Silva. We also saw Noni Madueke. He looked very good. Nkunku, not sure what has happened with Nkunku, but it is concerning to not see him in there. I would have loved to have seen him in the number 9 today, but maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Amanda Broher. Amanda Broher did show me in this game that there's definitely something there, and I've always known that there is something there. I'm just unsure whether Amanda Broher is going to get to that next level, really push on and stake a claim for being Chelsea's leading number 9, not just someone who can play, rotating with Jackson, or maybe coming on when Jackson's off to African Cup of Nations or off the bench. Amanda Broher really needs to do something in these next couple of weeks to stake a claim. And, you can only beat what's in front of you. You can only score against the opposition in front of you. And today he did that. He did look menacing. He did look better. He did look more lively, I should say. Look, I'm getting my words muddled up. It's good to win, isn't it? He did look more lively than he has been in recent times. So definitely I'd start him up top again against Middlesbrough. If Christopher Nkunku's fit, then obviously I want to see him on the pitch again. Mudryk, once again, he had really good moments. I would say about Noni Madueke, who came off the bench. He's probably our only player that I really feel confident running at someone. I think his dribbling ability is really, really good. I was about to say underrated, but I don't think it is underrated. But say for example, Mudryk's got more pace than Noni Madueke, but Noni Madueke feels more comfortable with a ball at his feet, taking men on, and that's one of the key things you need to do. When you're playing for a side who a lot of teams are targeted with a low block and just being compact and compressed in their formation, sitting in and waiting for the chances on the counter-attack, sometimes you need one or two things. You need a few things. What you could do with is a player like David Luiz, who just smashes a shot from outside the box into the top corner. But what you could also do with, more importantly, is a player that can cut the lines with passes, and that is what we thought Enzo Fernandez would be doing. I will touch on him because he looked good today. But also what I believe you need is a player that's not afraid to run with the ball, because then he can take a couple of men towards him, take them out of the game, they then stretch for position, and then we can find openings. So in Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez, we have got those guys that can split the balls through the lines. You know, I think back in the League Cup this season, the game that I was at, Cole Palmer, the ball to Nicholas Jackson, I think we were playing Brighton that day. Lovely pass, and that's sort of what I'm on about. But also what you need is players that can run at men, take them out of the game, and Noni Madueke is proving to probably be our best one at doing that at this moment in time. I said I'll touch on Enzo Fernandez, and I will. One of his better games in a Chelsea shirt. Really impressed by Enzo Fernandez today. Long may it continue. I was so hyped up at the start of the season about the midfield three of Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, potentially Lavia to come in there, and I still am. But I am needing it to click. We're midway through the season now, and I want you to answer this question for me in the comment section. Am I getting my head ahead of myself to say that it is starting to click now? I think it is, you know. I think it is starting to click, slowly but surely. Probably not as quick as we thought we would get here. And I'm not going to say here like we've arrived, like we've reached the destination, because we're nowhere near just yet. But I tell you what, going through to the next round of the Cup, very, very confident. Imagine we end up doing a domestic double, because I'm counting we get past Borough. Imagine we got there, done a domestic double, and Arsenal just finished like fourth again. We'd have had a better season than them. That's crazy, isn't it? Pochettino's performance today, look, what I've got to give credit for is when you go in at half-time and you're not winning the game, and then quick fire, bang, 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 3 goals in straight away in the second half. Come on, surely that's down to the manager. He's got to be doing something right there. So I'm impressed with that. I was impressed with the boys in total today, and yeah, I can come away very, very happy tonight. I am going to reward myself. We've got a Nando's on the way. My weight's good. I'm fighting in a couple of weeks, people. I'm going to link the tickets, the ticket link in the description to this video. I'm fighting in Leeds, of all places. So I need as much support there as I can possibly get. So if you want to come, make sure you hit the link in the description for tickets. And also, while I'm asking favours for you, can you please subscribe to my new boxing channel if you're into boxing? I'll link that in the description as well. Follow me on Instagram. That's down there as well. People, I want to know your thoughts. What did you think of today's game? Who would you be giving man of the match to? I tell you what, Melo Gusto had a really good match. Petrovic, a couple of good saves, but he was never really troubled too much. Just trying to think who I would actually give it to. Enzo had a good match. I don't know. I really don't know who I'd give man of the match to, because there wasn't like a standout performer, I don't think. You lot let me know. Whatever man of the match comment has the most likes on it, I will pin it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. If you're not already, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a good weekend, and I will see you all in the next one.